It's interesting, the Royal Mail seem to have taken over this part of the car park. They must have some kind of special passes, you would think. I had a devil of a job getting in there. Because last week I did a real nifty reverse straight in. I hardly had to pause. But this part of the car park isn't really made for trailers. You have to be very careful you aren't cutting in on somebody's bumper. The fair in full swing. Well, it's not actually running yet today. This bit was, they were setting it up last week. For some reason they just seem to have like immense numbers of sheep in here at the market at the moment, and it's already 20 past 12. They're still selling sheep. I just can't be bothered to hang about, even though it's not cold, particularly today, not like last week. It's just I've got sheep to feed when I get back. And really ought to bed the cows up because the cubicles weren't cleaned out yesterday. So I mean, it's no good waiting down here till sort of 1:30 this time of year, because you could get back in, it's dark in an hour. Like yesterday, it was fair shocking how soon it got dark. It's a nicer day anyway than last week when we were driving home in the pishy rain. But it's been quite a bit of rain down here again overnight, and the River Derwent on the way home is fuller than it was last week, and that was quite bad. But it's still within sort of normal levels where it's about sort of. It looks like it's level with the top of the banks, but it's a long way from going over. We've got the England flag at half mast there, I don't know why. Just if there's a chance, I might just pull over at Old Malton so you can see the river behind the banks. It was quite interesting that they aren't pumping water out at the moment, and the river level isn't really anywhere near as high as you might have expected. It's running below its normal banks, and there's a good 6 feet, or probably 8 or even 10 of embankment above that. It doesn't normally overtop there, I don't say it never does. Unusual. But it tends to back up if it can't, because there's a little stream comes in there. They have a pump there now. I don't know whether they always do that. The pond things, the new estate there are filling up. It's a bit annoying. I have a gas cylinder at home I really wanted to change, and I'm not quite sure you can even get in there with a trailer on. I think you can, but it's a bit of a squeeze. I'm not desperate for it anyway. I'll probably end up coming down special. It's no big deal really, because you often want to come down to BATA for something anyway towards the end of the month. Look at the river. I'd say actually it's quite a bit higher than last week through there. It's still a long way from really causing major problems. I'm struggling to see any crops that have been planted. There's stubble on the left. Further over there's something green. I'm not sure it could just be volunteer corn going up in stubble. On the right we've got something that looks a bit like it was rape. There's on the right now there's a stubble field with bales to the left of it. And there's a field that appears to have been cultivated. Now that might have been direct drilled. It's not obviously in winter corn. One on the left there, that looks so green it could be winter corn. But there's a good field on the right. It looks like winter barley. Actually it looks a bit like sown down grass. It could be winter barley, and if so it's done really well. You can tell it's been ploughed and power harrowed. Not that that's a panacea to get, but you can sometimes do that, because when you plough it dries quite quickly on the surface, and if you can work it and drill it almost immediately or within a day or so, you can often get a bit in at a time. So they literally plough and follow on with a combi drill type thing. That's the more traditional, for recent years, way to do it. But the last few years a lot of them are moving on to like monster tractors and direct drilling. They're going, they might cultivate it lightly and then direct drill. But it all works quite well in a nice dry time. But as far as I can see, it's verging on a disaster around here. But up around Cropton more, they're not doing too bad at all. Had a few dry spells. Again, it's just so much more free draining up there. Down here it's a strong clay. But all this area used to be a lake bed. You have to be careful with this trip. It's just that little bit wider. It was really brought home today because when I was trying to unload, I couldn't get past the trailer to get to drop the end board down. Well, I could, but it was a right squeeze and I didn't want to get mucky. Anyway, somebody else was there to unload, to tip it down. And of course I've got like a thick jumper and a thick fleece on, so well, I don't deny I am a bit fat, but that made me look and feel twice as fat as normal. I don't need fuel today anyway, it's just as well. I thought it seemed a bit dear when I filled up here at 31.9, and in Gisborough it's below 130. It must be 2 pence cheaper, which is quite a lot when you put in 40, 50 litres in. 40, I don't know how many put in now, but anyway, it's at least 20 or 30 obviously. And I bought some petrol yesterday for the quad bike in Gisborough, and that was 26 I think. That was very smooth. Looks a bit showery up here. I always think this little corner here, where the trees are so pretty. I think they're cedars, aren't they? They look like blue cedars, especially the one on the left. Just there. Wow. The sort of thing you often get in graveyards. But that's just... God, this is a pain in the ass. It's got a detector on it. Is it detecting me? It says you've got to wait here. I think it ought to switch if it detects. No, it's doing it now. Yeah, it detected me there. The red light sort of flicked. It's been quite high, that in the night. It seems to be raining more down here. We had about, I think it was 7 millimetres, then it sort of eased off, and then there was a little bit more towards morning. 10 altogether overnight probably. Anyway, I can forget about markets for a few days. I think I'm going to have to try and get a bit of slurry out, or even just dirty water or something, because it's just filling up relentlessly. My dog's being terrorised by a rubber mat, flapping up and down. She has to sit on it. That's what it's there for, really. She does sit on it, but if it starts to move about, she thinks she might get catapulted out the back. That won't happen though.
Bye.